Going live. I'm live. So I'd say people join.
Yeah.
Huh? Can you see that? Okay.
Yeah, it's working. I put you on mute. I'll post Facebook group saying we are live.
I was about to do that.
Oh, okay, you do.
That's fine, you do it. You did. Some people watch it back and just get this random mumbling.
This is just me double checking I've got live.
Live and live.
Yeah.
That's not the same way.
Live and life.
Oh, okay. Kieran Hawks, I'm late. Well, cool. Thanks. How are you, Kieran? I miss you. If anyone else has joined yet, please put a comment in there just to say you're on. We'll make sure we've got everyone here before we get going. We've got 11 teams expected tonight, which is great. Couple of new teams joining us for the first time, as well as plenty returning from last time as well, which is good.
With new members.
New members, wow.
New members.
The reigning champions are in the house. This is big news. And I believe they've expanded their team slightly, so even tougher to beat. Although I don't know how much Paul's going to bring to the team. Right, I'm just going to green people who are in the thing. So we've got Simon, Kieran, and Izzy are all in. We got Gru, Kerry, and Paul. Look. Yeah, but if I don't know if Paul's got the link.
Where is he?
I'm going to mark them green. They're here.
They're all
here. Good. Well done for being prompt, boys. Anyone else joining, please just drop a comment just to let us know that you are here so that we can get going as soon as possible.
Oh. Yeah.
Join us, Rich and Stephen. Okay, that's paramedic and Vicar walking the bar. It's 3 down, 8 to go. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know if it's just this. I don't know if it's a bit too dark. Put that light on, I think it's too bright.
Try the light.
Is that better?
It's delayed. Oh no, it's too bright. Turn that off.
Too bright.
Too bright.
Turn it off, turn it off. Put the light on behind me. I don't know
It's fine, it's fine.
Oh, we've got more people here.
Yeah.
Guys are here. Good to see you guys. Can't comment on the TV stream. Cat's eye, Lisa Dan, all present. Good. This is great. Such a weird mix of various people that we know, all combining to be here. Right. Do we have Tash, Sam, Amy, Alex, Green Streets?
The Anthony's are also there.
Do we have the Piries? The Anthony's are here. Have they worked out a comment yet? Anthony's are present. Wonderful. Thomas family. Are they back? Oh, Alice is here, but waiting for tea. Yeah, you definitely need Mark for the first round. Bear in mind it's sport again. The Prigs, are you there? The Woods and the Gillies. Just went on you guys. Kieran here. You know Izzy though, right, Dan? Have you seen that?
Yeah. They're on. Anthony's on the TV, so they.
Cool. That's
you have
fine.
to comment on your phones.
Gillies are here. The Woods here as well. Trusting if half a team here, the other half are as well. I think I'll do this. I'm like a half screen it. It is real beer now. I'm very thankful to have real beer. Wait, what's this?
Prigs are here. They also can't comment because they're on the TV.
Cool, prigs are here. To get the quiz up would be useful. Okay. Do we have the Thomases? The Thomases and Tash, Sam, Alex, Amy, and the Green Streets.
Oh wait, I've got one more. There's another team.
Another team. Who's the other team?
The Stoners.
Stoners here. Stoners. By name, not by nature, I hope.
Sorry, that was me.
Claire forgot you. Just saying. It's not good. It's not good at all. Tash's team are all here. Good. Just went on Thomas family. Can you message?
Yeah.
Oh, and confirmation from Stoners. Are you here? Thomas family, are you here? Confirm you guys. We'll get going.
Yeah, Thomas is here.
Thomas is here. Just went on confirmation from the Stoners, and then we are good to go.
Oh. Abby's liked the post we online. I'm just checking. I've just messaged her.
What Stoners?
Oh yeah, no, Abby's here. Stoners, I haven't heard that from.
Can you message us?
Yeah, I have. How's Rome? Who's in Rome?
I think Kieran is meant to be, but
was he?
isn't for somewhat obvious reasons.
Yeah. She hasn't messaged back. Just give her another minute and then start.
We'll give it one more minute, and we'll start at 10 past by my phone, not by computer. Oh, it's just Sam at the same time.
Do you want to just recap how it works for people who haven't joined?
Yeah, sure. So for people who haven't played before, didn't play last time, basically we can't police this at all. So we're just trusting guys not to cheat first and foremost. Please don't go and Google answers, look things up. If it's books or films or TV or music, don't go and look for your collections. Just pure guessing, please, like you were in a pub. The way it's going to work is I'll be reading out the questions each time. Claire should have sent you a Google Sheet. If you put your answers into the Google Sheet, we'll go through each round. I'll give you some time just to finish off those questions and then read out the answers. Once we've gone through each answer, if you can put in your own score from that round in, again, we're trusting you to be honest here, put the score in the box. We can tally it up a little bit quicker, get the total scores in, and then in between each round, we can start to share those scores in the leaderboard so you know as we go along who's winning and who's not doing so well. Any questions? If you want to repeat a question, put it in the comments. You can WhatsApp Claire or me. I've got my phone next to me as well. So if you're watching on TV, but if you can, get a phone out, get the stream up on your phone as well so you can comment on that, just because it's easier for me to see it on screen and I'll be a bit more responsive to you. Yeah, exactly. Everyone can all comment. Any question? My decision is final. We head off.
Yeah,
Stoners. Stones are in, so I believe we have all 12 teams in, which is fantastic. So without further ado, let's get underway. So round one, this is the sports and entertainment round. And so starting off with question number one, in which country was the Football World Cup held in 2018? In which country was the Football World Cup held in 2018? Thanks, Giles. Very diplomatic. I'm not diplomatic. I rule this quiz. Question number 2. Who was Jennifer Aniston's first husband? Who was Jennifer Aniston's first husband? I need to suit up. Okay, maybe next time. Question number 3. You'll see a theme going with the sports questions here. In which country was the Rugby World Cup held in 2019? In which country was the Rugby World Cup held in 2019?
Now on it, so someone else.
Claire's watching all your answers go in as we speak. So again, a rough idea of when's good to go to the next question. Question number 4. Brothers Taylor, Isaac, and Zach make up which band? Brothers Taylor, Isaac, and Zach make up which band? Question number 5. In which country was the Cricket World Cup held in 2019? In which country was the Cricket World Cup held in 2019? Question number 6. In which country was singer Rihanna born? In which country was singer Rihanna born? Sam Gree saying he doesn't have a spreadsheet.
It's the same one as last time.
It's the same link as last time. You should have it. I don't want you telling me. You need to tell her. I'm just going to pause there after question 6 because one team are useless. They also happen to be the reigning champions, but that doesn't matter. Are you guys sorted? Do you need to repeat any questions? Have you got the answers written down? We're up to question 6 so far. Thanks, Sam. It's the same ones last week, guys. I'm sure everyone else has noticed that already. They're good. Awesome. Question number 7. In golf, the USA take on Europe in the Ryder Cup. But what is the women's equivalent called? In golf, the USA take on Europe in the Ryder Cup. But what is the women's equivalent called? Question number 8. Which singer-songwriter died on the 5th of April, 1994? Which singer-songwriter died on 5th of April, 1994? Question number 9. In which sport could you win the America's Cup, sport's oldest international trophy? In which sport could you win the America's Cup, sport's oldest international trophy?
Thomas's are having some buffering problems, but we've got them sorted.
Okay, cool. Question number 10. Who was the first person to have a #1 album and a #1 film in the same week? Who was the first person to have a #1 album and a #1 film in the same week? Question number 11. Who won the Women's World Cup in football in 2019? Who won the Women's Football World Cup in 2019? Question number 12. Which American actor and filmmaker was born Mark Sinclair? Which American actor and filmmaker was born Mark Sinclair? Question number 13. This is a tricky one. For 1 point, in order from left to right as you look at them, what are the colours of the 5 Olympic rings? So for 1 point, in order from left to right as you look at them, what are the colours of the 5 Olympic rings? You'll need all 5 correct to get 1 point for that one, okay? I'll give us a little bit more time on that one because there's a lot of words to get through.
What number is that?
13. We've got a full 20 this one. There's no double points.
Yeah, no, it's all.
Question number 14. Who is 5th in line for the throne in the UK? Who is 5th in line for the throne?
You see, that's cool. Yeah.
Question number 15. In basketball, which team has won the most NBA championships with 17 titles? In basketball, which team has won the most NBA championships with 17 titles? Question number 16. Paul O'Grady was originally famous for his drag appearances as who? Paul O'Grady was originally famous for his drag appearances as who? Question number 17. Which boat club has the best record of wins in the boat race held annually on the River Thames? Which boat club has the best record of wins in the boat race held annually on the River Thames? Question number 18. Which actor, writer presented The Crystal Maze and also wrote the Rocky Horror Picture Show? Which actor and writer presented The Crystal Maze and also wrote the Rocky Horror Picture Show? Question number 19. Which individual has won the most Olympic medals? Which individual has won the most Olympic medals? And finally, question number 20 of round one. Who is Calvin Broadus better known as? Who is Calvin Broadus better known as? If anyone has any questions they want me to go over, let me know now. Otherwise, we'll move on to the answers of round one. I'll just give you 30 seconds or so. A whole minute, I've been told. A whole minute. That's how generous Mrs. Garfield is. I'm going to need a beer per round here. I'm taking sips in between every question. Slow down.
Question 18, please.
Question 18. Which actor and writer presented The Crystal Maze and also wrote the Rocky Horror Picture Show? Number one film.
What question is that?
Oh, so what am I drinking? I'm drinking Brewdog. So question 12, which American actor and filmmaker was born Mark Sinclair? And I think the glasses refer to number 10. He was the first person to have a number one album and a number one film in the same week. I think that means top of the charts of albums. I think it would be in America. I think it would be as in box office. I can have a little Google because I'm allowed to as a quizmaster to find out.
Yeah, Rob's asking if it's box office or what IMDb.
Oh, no, it's crazy. Yeah, it's a level of detail I haven't quite prepared for. Maybe debuted at number one, so I assume that means. At the box office. Number one position at the box office. Yeah, it is box office. And I've missed what were the other questions?
Number 9.
Who's asked number 9? Number 9, in which sport could you win the America's Cup, sport's oldest international trophy? Becky has more questions. Have I not been? I've tried to be really specific with the questions so that people can't argue them, but oh well. Yeah, you're not invited to the game, glasses. Glasses and Becky. Not officially a glasses, part of that clan.
Right.
Okay, I think we're done. Last 30 seconds before I go to answers. I can't remember if I did this last time because I don't want to get both up at the same time. I want to be able to see. I did, but then I can't get the Excel sheet big enough to see what's going on. So I'll do this.
15.
15. Someone wants 15. I'm trying to get my screen big.
I can just send it to them.
Right. Number 15 is in basketball. Which team has won the most NBA championship titles with 17 titles? Which basketball team has won the most NBA championships with 17 titles? Oh, hey, Jen. Just worked out to comment. Congratulations.
You've got to have a separate phone and TV.
Yeah.
And you've
complex.
also got to have an account. My sister reminded me. YouTube account. Right, okay, come on, answers.
Cool. So we're going to go to the answers. Hope everyone's ready for that. So, question number 1. In which country was the Football World Cup held in 2018? The answer is Russia. Question number 2. Who was Jennifer Aniston's first husband? The answer was Brad Pitt. Just by the way, if people can answer, can mark themselves,
1, 0.
just do 1 or 0 for the answers, or the number of points you get for the answers later on in each question, please. So number 2, Jennifer Aniston's first husband was Brad Pitt. Number 3, the Rugby World Cup in 2019 was held in Japan. Number 4, Taylor, Isaac, and Zach make up Hanson. Best band ever. Bop. Number 5, in which country was the Cricket World Cup held in 2019? The answer is England and Wales. We'll accept England, we'll accept the UK. Nothing other than that. But England and Wales. Question number 6, in which country was Rihanna born? The answer is Barbados. Question number 7, in golf, the USA take on Europe in the Ryder Cup. What's the women's equivalent called? That's the Solheim Cup. Question number 8, it was Kurt Cobain who died on the 5th of April in 1994. Question number 9, you can win the America's Cup in sailing. Question number 10, the first person to have a #1 album and a #1 film in the box office was J-Lo, or Jennifer Lopez. It was her second album, and The Wedding Planner was the film, I believe. Question number 11, the winner of the Women's Football World Cup last year was the USA, who beat the Netherlands in the final. So the USA. American actor and filmmaker, born Mark Sinclair, known as Vin Diesel. Tougher sounding name than Mark Sinclair. For 1 point in order from left to right, what are the colours of the 5 Olympic rings? So you need to have all 5 in order. Blue, yellow, black, green, red. Specifically those 5 in that order for 1 point only. Blue, yellow, black, green, red. It is a tough one, but it's only worth 1 point, so it wasn't too harsh. Question number 14. Who is 5th in line for the throne? The answer is Prince Louis of Cambridge. We discussed this earlier. It goes Prince Charles, Prince William, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, Prince Louis. We'll accept Louis, yeah. Just has to say Louis. In basketball, it's the Boston Celtics who've won the most NBA championships with 17 titles. I'll accept Boston. I'll accept the Celtics. I'll accept the Boston Celtics, but not any other combination. If you've said a different city in the Celtics as a guess, that won't count. 16. Paul O'Grady was originally famous for his drag appearances as Lily Savage. Which boat club has the best record of wins? The answer is Cambridge. They've won 84. Oxford have won 80. So the answer was Cambridge. Yeah. Which actor-writer presented The Crystal Maze and also wrote the Rocky Horror Picture Show? That's Richard O'Brien. Which individual has won the most Olympic medals? The answer was Michael Phelps. He's won a staggering 23 golds, 28 total medals. Ridiculous. Michael Phelps, the answer there. Question number 20. Calvin Broadus is better known as Snoop Dogg. Number 20 was Snoop Dogg. No half points. Half points are painful. Just blue, yellow, black, green, red, 1 or 0. You either got all 5 in the right order or you didn't there. That's why it was only worth 1 point, not the full 5. We'll take a couple minutes here while Claire sums up. We'll get some scores to you, and then we'll head into round 2, which is geography and history.
Do you want to start that round, or do you? No,
we'll do scores first. That's fine.
Who hasn't totaled? Prigs.
Prigs haven't totaled. Prigs, if you can total up each round, that will just help us out a little bit. There's a total box at the end of each question. Oh, sorry, end of each round, if you can total that up. Golden Goodwoods. Yeah, sorry if I am using people's names and they want me to. But this isn't exactly going viral. Have you got the scores going in?
Yeah, they're getting there. He's probably got a few teams. Oh, someone's zoomed back in.
It's like I'm in the room. I'm very blue looking in that photo. Am I that blue? My t-shirt was there. So the last few scores for this round. Are you updating the scores?
No, because I have to do it this way, and then because they won't let you sort on Google Spreadsheet.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh,
Shh, don't give away the scores.
Sorry. I forget they can hear me.
Comments. Right, Richard Coral, say my name.
Right,
oh, Gavin is there. He's got onto the comment. I'd say welcome to 21st century, but I probably shouldn't insult my father-in-law. I'm going to grab another beer while Claire finishes off the Right. Just while we wait for the scores, I'll just explain the third round. The third round's going to be a picture round, which last time, a couple of weeks ago, we found doesn't work very well if I hold pictures up to the camera, unsurprisingly. So what I'll do on the Facebook group, I will be posting 10 pictures, and I need everyone to post what their answers are. It'll be an album cover, and I'll need the artist and the album name. 1 point for each of those, so 20 points in total. If anyone doesn't have access to the Facebook group for whatever reason, let me know and we'll work something out. But I'm going to hand over to Mrs. Garfield, Claire here, to tell us what the scores are.
Right, we've got, I'm going to work from smallest to largest. I'll just read out the total. But team who must not be named, 6 points. The Golden Goodwoods, 10 points. Quizzing in my pants, 11 points. We're going to quiz all over you, 12 points. The Quizzicals, 12 points. Quizzy Rascals, 13 points. A paramedic and a vicar walk into a bar, 14 points. Chewbacca's, 14 points. And so top three are Worcester Raiders Zulu. Oh, go away, Kat. Okay, 15 points. And joint top for now are Piri Piri Sauce and Miss I can never say this.
Miss Chanan Lebong.
Miss Chanan
So
Lebong.
top three of Worcester Raiders Zulus in third, Piri Piri Sauce and Miss Chanan Lebong leading the way. Well done, guys. Right, we're going to move on to round two. This is the geography and history round. I'll be honest, half of this I'm pretty good with. Half of this I have to do a lot of research on. I can do geography, I can't do history. So for 3 points, question number one. Name South Africa's 3 capital cities. For 3 points, name South Africa's 3 capital cities. And that'll be a point for each. It won't be 3 or 0. You get a point for each of them. Question number 2. The wreck of which ship was discovered in 1971 in the Solent? The wreck of which ship was discovered in 1971 in the Solent?
I know one for the answer.
Question number 3. Who was assassinated on the 21st of February 1965 in the Albadon Ballroom in New York? Who was assassinated on the 21st of February 1965 in the Albadon Ballroom in New York? Question number 4. In which year was the Berlin Wall demolished? In which year was the Berlin Wall demolished? Question number 5. Which city has the largest population in the world, including urban area? Getting technical here for Rob. So this is urban area, not just the inner city, but the whole urban area. Which city has the largest population in the world? Question number 6. Who was the first monarch to be called the King of Great Britain? Who was the first monarch to be called the King of Great Britain? Question number 7. What is the longest river in Europe? What is the longest river in Europe? Question number 8. In which year did the Titanic sink? In which year did the Titanic sink? Question number 9. The deepest part of the ocean can be found within the Mariana Trench, but within which ocean is it located? The deepest part of any ocean can be found within the Mariana Trench, but within which ocean is it located? Question number 10. The year 1886 is regarded as the birth year of the modern car, when which inventor patented his motor wagon? Is it patent or patent? Patented, I think. Patented. Sorry. The year 1886 is regarded as the birth year of the modern car, when which inventor patented his motor wagon? Question number 11 is for a possible 2 points. Which 2 countries are surrounded entirely by Italy? For 2 points, which 2 countries are surrounded entirely by Italy? Question number 12. Who explored the east coast of Australia and claimed it for Great Britain in 1770? Who explored the east coast of Australia and claimed it for Great Britain in 1770? Question number 13. Which party did Neville Chamberlain represent as Prime Minister from 1937 to 1940? Which party did Neville Chamberlain represent as Prime Minister from 1937 to 1940? Question number 14. Sarajevo is the capital of which European country? Sarajevo is the capital of which European country? Question number 15. The Aztec Empire was located in an area of which modern-day country? The Aztec Empire was located in an area of which modern-day country? Question number 16. What is the time difference between Delhi and London? What is the time difference between Delhi and London? And question number 17. The first expedition to reach the geographic South Pole was led by an explorer of which nationality? The first expedition to reach the geographic South Pole was led by an explorer of which nationality? Groove said GMT or BST. That is a good shout. I'm going as of right now, so as of BST. Just checking that is right. Yeah, because we're on BST now. Yeah, that's fine. So the time difference as of right now. Question number 12 for Jen. Who explored the east coast of Australia and claimed it for Great Britain in 1770? What on earth is UTC? Coordinated Universal Time. See, I'm learning as we go, thanks to the father-in-law. So yeah, just clarifying, question number 16, what's the time difference between Delhi and London right now? So if you want to use your UTC, work them both out compared to that and make a difference. Adding maths into the quiz for everyone's enjoyment. That ends round 2. Does anyone else, number 7, and the Berlin Wall question. In which year was the Berlin Wall demolished? Question number 4. Or which year did it fall? It may not have been completely demolished within that year. So in which year did the Berlin Wall fall? And question number 7, what is the longest river in Europe? Okay, if no one asks any more questions, I'll just give you another minute and then we'll move on to the answers.
We've got a late comer.
Yeah.
Tim Flack just finished small group and he was like, can I join?
Do you want to send in rounds 1 and 2?
I told him not to join the live stream until you've done the answers. And I'm going to send him rounds 1 and 2. But I'm not going to say, I'm just saying.
We have a latecomer and we're just discussing whether we include them or not properly, or whether they just play along for their own enjoyment. Knowing Tim, he'll boss it.
Mm.
I don't want to give a winner to someone who turns up late. That's not acceptable. I would say Tim is not officially competing. We can send him the things, but he's not officially. He was late. Rules are rules. Rules are there to be adhered to. Well, cancel it. Okay, guys, we're going to move on to the answers for round 2, unless anyone else has any other questions. I think we should be good to go. So, question number 1 for a total of 3 points. What are the 3 capital cities of South Africa? They are Pretoria, which is the executive capital, Bloemfontein, which is the judicial capital, and Cape Town, which is the legislative capital. So 1 point for each of those: Pretoria, Bloemfontein, and Cape Town. And spelling is allowed to be incorrect because Bloemfontein especially is difficult to spell. So Pretoria, Bloemfontein, Cape Town. Question number 2. The wreck of which ship was discovered in 1971 in the Solent? That was the Mary Rose. Question number 3. Who was assassinated on the 21st of February 1965 in the Alberton Ballroom in New York? That was Malcolm X. Number 4. In which year was the Berlin Wall demolished, or which year did it fall? That was 1989. Which city has the largest population in the world, including urban area? The answer is Tokyo. Who was the first monarch to be called the King of Great Britain? It was James I, but I will also accept James VI. It was James VI of Scotland, and he became James I of Great Britain. So James I or James VI, both are acceptable answers. What is the longest river in Europe? For question 7, that is the Volga River. Volga, V-O-L-G-A. Again, spelling isn't necessary, but Volga. It's in Russia and it is classed as within Europe. Question number 8. In which year did the Titanic sink? It's 1912. Question number 9. The deepest part of the ocean is within the Mariana Trench, which is in the Pacific Ocean. Question number 10. The inventor of the first motor car, first modern car in 1886 was Carl Benz. I will accept any answer that contains Benz, but not Mercedes on its own. It's got to have Benz. If you put Mercedes Benz, Carl Benz, just Benz, that'll be fine. But it has to have Benz in there, B-E-N-Z. Question 11 for 2 points. Which two countries are surrounded entirely by Italy? Vatican City and San Marino. It's 1 point for each. Question number 12. Who explored the east coast of Australia and claimed it for Great Britain in 1770? Captain James Cook. Captain Cook will do. Captain James Cook. Just James Cook. Any of those will do. Question number 13. Which party did Neville Chamberlain represent as Prime Minister from 1937 to 1940? It was the Conservative Party. I will accept Tories as well. Conservative. Sarajevo is the capital of which European country? The answer is Bosnia and Herzegovina. I will accept just Bosnia. I'm being lenient there. Bosnia and Herzegovina is the correct answer, though. And number 15. The Aztec Empire was located in an area of which modern-day country? The answer is Mexico. Question number 16. The time difference between Delhi and London as of right now is 4 hours and 30 minutes. Thanks for the photo there, Sam, you've sent me. That's lovely. It's me with something drawn on my face. Lovely. And question number 17. The first expedition to reach the geographic South Pole was led by an explorer of which nationality? He was Norwegian. I think the whole expedition was Norwegian, but I wasn't 100%, so I just said the nationality of the explorer. The Norwegians, they beat the British to the South Pole. Okay, so we're going to move on to round number 3, which is the picture round. I'm going to give you 10 minutes once I've put the artwork up on the Facebook group. There will be 10 questions, 10 pieces of artwork. Each of them are an album cover. I need the artist and the album name, please. And apologies, some of them have really bad photoshopped boxes over them covering the actual wording, but I was doing it quickly, so that's why. Just bear with me while I upload those to the Facebook group now. If anyone doesn't have access to the Facebook group for any reason within their team, please let me know and I will get that sent over to you another way. Just bear with me while I load that now. So the pictures are named picture 1 through to picture 10. Okay, that's been posted to the group. Claire, can you just check that you can see that? Okay, please. I'll just add descriptions to them all.
Yeah, that's all there.
Okay, so those pictures are there. I'm just updating all the numbers for them. Make sure you know which one's which. Okay, I'll give you 10 minutes, so up until 9:05, to answer those questions. And for anyone who watches this video back in the future, I'm not expecting many people to, but I know there are some people who are working tonight. A couple of people we know in the NHS who are doing a great job at the moment. We're really grateful for everything they're doing. If anyone who does watch this back and takes part later, just feel free to either message us or go on that group and find those photos afterwards to join in this round. Yeah, and we'll give you the answers later on as well. But pause it here if you want to. Get in touch with us, and we'll get you the pictures over to you if you watch this back later on. And if anyone hasn't got access to the pictures, again, please let us know so that we can make sure you can take part in this round and not miss out on your 20 points. Can you see questions? Answers going in? Put Sebi there. I can be on camera.
No, it won't sort a sum. So they did which one? I can read out answers while waiting.
Oh, the scores, yeah.
Might as well.
Yeah, the scores involved.
Hello. Thought I might as well do scores on the doors while you guys are looking at those picture rounds. Let me just, I haven't sorted it before I got here. Should have done that first. Right, okay. So we have some swaps around. How many teams have we got? 11. Well, we now have 12, but I haven't done the 12th person yet because they're late.
12, including Stainers.
They're not. They haven't been able to play. So we have the Golden Goodwoods, 17 points. The team who must not be named, 18 points. Quizzing in my pants, 20 points. We're going to quiz all over you, 21. The Quizzicals, 23. Quizzy Rascals, 24. A paramedic and a vicar walk into a bar, 26. And we've got 3 people in joint second for now, which are Chewbacca's Piri Piri Sauce, Miss Chanandla Bong, and Worcester Raiders are top again on 30 points. So well done, everyone, for now. I hope you're getting on with those pictures. I will just go and have a look how you're doing. I'll let Nat talk now. Feels weird just talking because no one answers you. So
They do on the chat.
Yeah, I know they do.
Say hello on the chat to Claire.
I know they do in the chat, but it's just a bit weird, really, because I feel like I'm chatting to myself.
You do that always.
I do that for you.
It's a cat just there.
Oh, I was meant to wave to Mum because apparently she waved at TV.
Huh.
Hi, Mum.
Hi, Mum. Not my mum, Claire's mum.
Was your mum last?
Doing a great job with the quiz. Thank you, Giles. Everyone's saying hello.
Ah.
Rich and Giles. Oh, you can see it now.
Yeah, I can see it. I can still see it. Can you hear me, by the way, when I'm over here? Because I just feel like I'm chatting to Nat. But I don't know whether you can actually hear me on camera.
Giles has a message retracted. I think it's because you misspelled your name. I don't think he's like against saying hello to you.
Right, let's mark. Yeah.
That's right, Rich can't spell. Thanks.
Or shall I double check how the things are going in?
Cheers, Giles. Nice of you to be accurate.
Do you want to start round 4? Because they can still be doing round.
Okay, we can full 10 minutes. It's fine. There's plenty of time.
Just don't want it to run too late.
We've done 3 rounds in like 40 minutes.
Yeah, true. Wait, where's Tim?
Give it to 3 minutes past, then I'll do my food bank and then we'll go on.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do answers straight away then.
Yes, it can. It's so much faster.
Everyone, you've got 3 minutes more to finish this round. We're going to go straight into the answers of this round this time rather than waiting till after the next round. So you've got 3 more minutes to go through the 10 questions. Give us some jokes. Rich Coral, he's a joke. No, what I'm not going to give jokes, guys. Well, one thing I wanted to just ask tonight. I'm sure plenty of you guys know that I'm not working at the moment. What I have been doing is helping out the Worcester Food Bank, and it's something that's really close to my heart. So I'm just going to ask if anyone is feeling up to it. A normal pub quiz, you spend a few quid on a beer here and there. If you can, please consider giving what you would normally spend at a pub quiz to the food bank. They're in desperate need at the moment. The current situation means that more people are relying on the food bank than even normal, and they're still trying to run at full volume. It's pretty tough. The stock is running lower than normal because people aren't able to donate as much. So there are ways you can give. I'll post the link on the chat here to the Worcester Food Bank, and there are 3 ways you can give there. Either financially or even still in your supermarket. If you do go and do your shopping, you can still put food into a basket there by the tills in most supermarkets. Just please consider giving for that. Obviously, we don't charge this pub quiz. There's no entry fee or anything like that. But if people can share with the food bank, that'd be greatly appreciated by the food bank. That's my little plug for them. So that's the link to the food bank. Placed it in the chat there. And let me find news. There's a section in there saying about what they need at the moment.
Juice. Is it still juice and squash? Yeah,
juice and squash. They need a lot of crackers. I know we're low on. HT milk is the big one they need. It's pretty humbling to go down there, to be honest. But just preparing food parcels for people, it's basic stuff we're giving out, and people need it. It's shocking, really. But, I won't go on for ages about it, but anything you can give to that'd be amazing. Another minute or so now on the picture round. Get yourself another drink, and we'll be moving on to the answers and then round 4. What if he doesn't know the answers?
Yeah.
Does he not know the answers?
No, he's pretty good. Number 12, which American actor and filmmaker was?
Oh, me, yeah.
Yeah, he's got 12 and...
Okay, we need final answers in for the picture round, please. We're going to move to the answers very shortly. People put all questions. Okay, that is time on the picture round. If you can stop entering your answers now, please, so that we can go through the answers. So picture number 1 was Blur with Park Life. Question number 2 was Fleetwood Mac with Rumours. Picture number 3 was Britney Spears with Baby One More Time. Number 4 was Beyonce with Lemonade. Number 5, David Bowie with Aladdin Sane. Number 6 was The Velvet Underground with The Velvet Underground and Nico. Number 7 was Blink 182 with Enema of the State. Number 8 was Tyler, the Creator with Igor. Question number 9 was The Smiths with The Queen is Dead. And question number 10 was Aqua with Aquarium. What a great album that is. So those are your 10 albums there. And if everyone's happy, we'll move on to round 4. Okay, so round 4 is the films and books round. We've only got 10 questions here. The last one is going to be worth a full 10 points. So we are slightly weighted towards films here. Apologies to all you bookworms out there, but we're going to start off with question number 1. In F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Great Gatsby, Who is the object of J. Gatsby's affections? In F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Great Gatsby, who is the object of J. Gatsby's affections? Kat's just asked 1 and 2. Number 1 was Blur with Parklife. Number 2 was Fleetwood Mac with Rumours. Before we move on, has anyone else got anything for the artist and album questions? Ask it now, otherwise I'll move on through round 4. So question 1 of round 4, films and books, was in Scott Fitzgerald's of The Great Gatsby, who was the object of J. Gatsby's affections? Question number 2, who is the main character in Lee Child's series of novels? Who is the main character in Lee Child's series of novels? Question number 3, which author wrote The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn and The Adventures of Tom Sawyer? Which author wrote The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn and The Adventures of Tom Sawyer? Question number 4, which film won the Oscar for Best Picture in February this year? Which film won the Oscar for Best Picture in February this year? Question number 5, which book written by Heather Morris was the best-selling novel in the UK in 2019? Which book written by Heather Morris was the best-selling novel in the UK in 2019? Is he live now?
Yeah, he's with us.
Hi, Tim.
He's a Kingston rifle.
A Kingston rifle. Oh, man. That's sad. Lonely. I'll be back with you soon, Tim. Number 6. If music be the food of love, play on, is a quote from which Shakespeare play? If music be the food of love, play on, is a quote from which Shakespeare play? Question number 7. Which 1999 novel by Stephen Chbosky was made into a 2012 film featuring Logan Lerman, Emma Watson, and Ezra Miller? Which 1999 novel by Stephen Chbosky was made into a 2012 film featuring Logan Lerman, Emma Watson, and Ezra Miller? Question number 8. For 2 points, what were the second and third books called in the Hunger Games trilogy? The first one was called The Hunger Games, so we're not going to include that. But for 2 points, what were the second and third books called in the Hunger Games trilogy? And Jen, these film and book questions are way too easy because I know nothing about books, basically. And only easy to you. I'm sure other people felt the same about the sports round. Question number 9. Which member of Monty Python played Brian Cohen of Nazareth? Can't say that. In the 1979 classic Life of Brian. Which member of Monty Python played Brian Cohen of Nazareth in the 1979 classic Life of Brian? And question number 10, which is the last question of round 4. Name the first 10 Pixar feature-length films. They don't have to be in order. You need to have no more than 10 answers. You can't guess 15 answers and get 10. You need 10 answers only. Name the first 10 Pixar feature-length films. Full films, no shorts, none of their kind of smaller work. The feature films, the main Pixar feature films. Name the first 10, not in order, any order, but only 10 answers. Don't put 11 answers in Microsoft 10 because you got 10. You can only answer 10. So if you get more than 10, you've got to decide which ones are in and not. Just because otherwise it starts getting a bit unfair. And we'll give you a little bit of time just to go through that one because there's a lot of working to be done there. Have you got tallies as of round 3?
Yeah.
I can do that in a minute. Sorry, yes, Alice. This is for 10 points. So 1 point for each. Name the first 10 Pixar feature-length films. 1 point for each. And Jen, if you don't get 20 in this one, I'm going to be disappointed after your comment.
Oh man, Mr. Raiders is smashing.
Okay.
We got 7.
Remember, you can still be heard. She's not in the big chair.
Oh, wait a minute, they're not.
Number 9, Giles. Which member of Monty Python played Brian Cohen of Nazareth? I can't say Nazareth at all. Brian Cohen of Nazareth, Brian, in the 1979 classic Life of Brian. Which member of Monty Python played Brian in Life of Brian? Much easier to say it without saying Nazareth every time. Okay, I'm going to give you 2 minutes more for the Pixar question.
I'll do schools and rules after 2 more rounds. Just take it out.
Okay. No, I think do it now. Do it now before we do answers.
Yeah.
Because then we can do the last 2 rounds together at the end, so it's a bigger gap. So Claire's going to come and give you the scores after round 3, not including round 4, and then we'll do the answers of round 4. Yeah.
17. Yeah.
Who was that?
That was the Worcester Raiders Zulu. Yeah. So in the picture round, 17. Someone got 17 out of 20, which is good. Okay, so scores on the doors. The team who must not be named, 23 points. The Golden Goodwoods, 27 points. Quizzing in My Pants, 29 points. The Quizzicals, 31 points. We're going to quiz all over you, 33 points.
Boo.
A paramedic and a vicar walk into a bar, 34 points. Miss Chandler, I'm just going to say Chandler, I'm sorry. Miss Chandler Bong, 34 points. So you guys are joint. Then we've got Piri Piri Sauce on 35 points. Quizzy Rascals on 36 points. So there's been a few move arounds mid-table. And then our top 3 are Chewbacca's in 30, so number 3 with 38 points. The newcomer though, he's not, you were saying he's not official.
Is he on there? 38?
He's 39 points.
What position?
Second.
He's second, but he doesn't count.
Okay, apparently, sorry Tim, our latecomer, a Kingston Rifle, is technically second place with 39 points, but doesn't officially count because he's a latecomer. He's playing for fun. But top with 47 points. is Worcester Raiders Zulu. So you're steaming ahead. No, Kieran, you didn't hear a boo. I heard nothing of the sort. I'm very impartial.
I am impartial. I could be a lot worse. I'm impartial to you as a team. I just don't like you as people.
A Kingston rifle is a bit sad that he's not. Yeah. He was being holy. Right.
Okay, everyone. Time is up on the Pixar question. Please stop answering, and don't have any more than 10 answers in that category. You can see that the greater people are watching. So, question number 1: in F. Scott Fitzgerald's *The Great Gatsby*, who is the object of J. Gatsby's affections? The answer is Daisy Buchanan. Who is the main character in Lee Child's series of novels? Jack Reacher. Which author wrote The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn and The Adventures of Tom Sawyer? That's Mark Twain. Which film won the Oscar for Best Picture in February this year? It's Parasite. Which book, written by Heather Morris, was the best-selling novel in the UK in 2019? That was The Tattooist of Auschwitz. Question number 6. If music be the food of love, play on, is a quote from Twelfth Night. The 1999 novel written by Stephen Chbosky, made into a 2012 film featuring Logan Lerman, Emma Watson, and Ezra Someone, was The Perks of Being a Wallflower. The second and third books in the Hunger Games trilogy were Catching Fire and Mockingjay. And it was Graham Chapman for question number 9 who played Brian. Graham Chapman. Okay, and so the big one. The first 10 Pixar feature-length films. Let me just get my screen across so I can see them all. So it doesn't have to be in a particular order. 1 point for each, no more than 10 answers. The answers are Toy Story, A Bug's Life, Toy Story 2, Monsters, Inc., Finding Nemo, The Incredibles, Cars, Ratatouille, WALL-E, and Up. WALL-E. WALL-E. I normally get told off for not pronouncing my A's properly, but for once I'm told off for doing it the wrong way. So those answers again: Toy Story, A Bug's Life, Toy Story 2, Monsters, Inc., Finding Nemo, The Incredibles, Cars, Ratatouille, WALL-E, and Up. You're a Wally. No, question 8 is 1. It's 2 points on question 8, sorry. So question 8, 1 point for Catching Fire, 1 point for Mockingjay. If you get one of them, 1 point, both of them 2 points, none of them no points. Same for number 10, you get up to 10 points depending on how many you got out of them. If I was doing this personally, I wouldn't have got 10 on number 10. I would have thought that Toy Story 3 was in there, but it was just after Up, I think. Okay, well, Claire tallies those up. We won't give you a score now. We'll give you final scores at the end now. So round 5 is the general knowledge, mix of everything. Question number 1 in the general knowledge round. Scottish fold, Norwegian forest, and Russian blue are all breeds of what type of animal? You can just have Daisy for question 1. I'll accept that. Because Daisy Buchanan, Daisy, that's fine. I've never seen or read The Great Gatsby, film or the thing, but yeah. So yeah, that's acceptable, agree. So question number 1, Scottish fold, Norwegian forest, and Russian blue are all breeds of what type of animal? Question number 2, for 3 points, What are the 3 most common first languages in the world? So which languages are most commonly the first language of someone in the world? 3 answers, 3 points, 1 for each. Question number 3. What scale is used to measure the power or magnitude of earthquakes? What scale is used to measure the power or magnitude of earthquakes? Question number 4. What do the letters in the name of entertainment store HMV stand for? What do the letters in the name of entertainment store HMV stand for? Question number 5. Campbelltown, Speyside, and Islay are 3 of the 5 regions known for producing what? Campbelltown, Speyside, and Islay are 3 of the 5 regions known for producing what? Question number 6. Titan is a moon of which planet? Titan is a moon of which planet? Question number 7. Who was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize? This was Claire's question. Who was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize? Question number 8. What is the name given to the longest side of a right-angled triangle located opposite the right angle? What is the name given to the longest side of a right-angled triangle located opposite the right angle? Question number 9. Which country is the largest producer of bananas in the world? Which country is the largest producer of bananas in the world? Question number 10. In which city would you find the Golden Gate Bridge? In which city would you find the Golden Gate Bridge? Question number 11. What is the name of the tallest building in the world? What is the name of the tallest building in the world? Question number 12. Which bird has been recorded as the fastest animal in the world? Which bird has been recorded as the fastest animal in the world? Question number 13. What is the longest word available to use in Scrabble that does not contain a vowel? 13. What is the longest word available to use in Scrabble that does not contain a vowel? Vowels being A, E, I, O, U. I know that's obvious, but just saying. What is the longest word available to use in Scrabble that does not contain a vowel? Which basically means it rules out any kind of weird Welsh words, basically. Nothing against the Welsh, just saying. Number 14. Fastest bird in the air is being recorded is the fastest animal. The fastest speed an animal has been recorded going at naturally in the world. So flight. And question number 8 has been asked for again, which is what is the name given to the longest side of a right angle triangle located opposite the right angle? Question number 14. The Whopper is the signature sandwich of which fast food chain? The Whopper is the signature sandwich of which fast food chain? Okay. Question number 15. What are the 3 lifelines for 3 points available to a contestant in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? What are the 3 lifelines available to a contestant in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? And number 16, the final question. Please, it's 4 now.
The original 3.
The original 3, for clarity, the original 3. Forget number 4. That doesn't really count, does it? No one cares about number 4. The original 3 lifelines available to a contestant who wants to be a millionaire. The classic 3, let's say. Question number 16. New or old version? Oh, man.
Oh.
The only version I know, there you go, get in my mind. The only version I know. I'll come back to number 5 in a second. Number 16. What animal is significant in the US town of Punxsutawney annually on the 2nd of February? What animal is significant in the US town of Punxsutawney annually on the 2nd of February? Thanks, Sam. There are 4 now. Well said. Number 5. Alice, Campbelltown, Speyside, and Islay are 3 of the 5 regions known for producing what? And Giles said it's very topical. I saw something on Twitter about Who Wants to Be in the Mess. It was in the back of my mind when I was writing the quiz earlier today. That's what I spent my day doing. I hope you're all grateful. If there's any more questions in the general knowledge round 5, please let me know now. Otherwise, I'll give you a minute and we'll go through to the scores. Question 8. What is the name given to the longest side of a right angle triangle located opposite the right angle? Number 1 was Scottish Fold, Norwegian Forest, and Russian Blue are all breeds of what type of animal? Don't say weird answers to people might not really consider. Claire's rubbish at being a host. Almost giving away answers.
Oh, number 12 again, please.
Number 12 was which bird has been recorded naturally as the fastest animal in the world? Which bird has been recorded as the fastest animal in the world? It might have run, but it probably flew at that speed. Let's give you 30 seconds more, unless there's any more questions, and then we'll move on to the last set of answers.
Oh, 13. Do you do 13?
13. What is the longest word available to use in Scrabble that does not contain a vowel? A, E, I, O, U. What is the longest word available to use in Scrabble that does not contain a vowel? A, E, I, O, U. It's also according to the Collins Dictionary. I didn't look up the Oxford Dictionary. It's quite a long read. Someone's 11 and 12.
Yeah.
I've been asked for 12 around 5 times. 11, what is the name of the tallest building in the world? Number 12, which bird has been recorded as the fastest animal in the world? I'm waiting for Sam Gree to ask for number 12 again now, just to be Sam.
Jen's asking fastest number. It's just
the fastest. It doesn't matter. It's however it was. It was the fastest animal at the time of recording. It might have been on land. I doubt a bird can run that fast. I am getting sassy, Rich. I am getting sassy. What was 12? The one person I probably can't be really rude to right now is my father-in-law. I'm just going to ignore him. No, it is. It's a bird. It's an air. This is so funny. Good. Cool. Right, we're going to move on to the answers. Number 1, Scottish Fold, Norwegian Forest, and Russian Blue are all breeds of cat. Not sheep, not butterfly. What else is there? Anything else good? Not pigs. Norwegian Forest pig, cow. No, it's a cat. Had to be a Garfield question in there somewhere, didn't there? So, yeah, lots of wrong answers there. It's cats. For 3 points. What are the 3 most common first languages? They are Mandarin, Spanish, and English. I won't accept Chinese as a language because it's not really a language. It's split into multiple languages. So Mandarin, Spanish, and English. 1 point for each of those. Sorry, Chinese isn't a language by itself. There's what, Mandarin, Cantonese. I'm sure there are various others. Question number 3, what scale is used to measure the power or magnitude of earthquakes? That's the Richter scale. Richter. Number 4, HMV stands for His Master's Voice. It's to do with, I think, it was a painting of a dog listening to a gramophone of his master talking on a record or something like that. So it's a dog looking at this sort of thing and recognizing his master's voice. Campbelltown, Speyside, and Islay are 3 of the 5 regions known for producing what? The others being Highland and Lowland. That's Scotch whisky. If Rich Coral didn't get that one right, then I am brutally offended. Titan is a moon of Saturn for question 6. Saturn is the answer. Question number 7, the first woman to win a Nobel Prize was Marie Curie. Just checking, Rich, just checking. Number 8, what is the name given to the longest side of a right-angled triangle? That's the hypotenuse. Hope you all recalled your maths lessons back in high school. Hypotenuse. Number 9, which country is the largest producer of bananas? I'd be interested to know if anyone got this one right. It's India. I didn't know that. I Googled it and came up with a question. Did anyone get India? Kenya, Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka's close in location wise. Don't think anyone got that one. If anyone got that one, well done. India was the answer for it. Who was that? Chinandla Bong got it right with India. Well done. Which and Quizzy Well Schools, a few of you did. Which city would you find the Golden Gate Bridge? For number 10, that was San Francisco. Number 11, the name of the tallest building in the world is the Burj Khalifa. I will accept misspellings. Burj Khalifa. Except for Claire says the Worcester Raiders have to spell it right. Apparently you're too good now to be getting passes. And you did spell it right, so well done, gentlemen. Number 12, which bird has been recorded as the fastest animal in the world? It was a peregrine falcon. I need peregrine in there, not just falcon. And it was, as Rich guessed, falling. It was during a dive. It dives at a ridiculous speed and is the quickest animal in the world. And it wasn't running at the time on its little chicken legs, falcon legs, whatever it was. No, it was a peregrine falcon. Number 13, the longest word available to use in Scrabble that does not contain a vowel is rhythms. It has to be the plural. Rhythm helps your two hips move sometimes. And I said A-E-I-O-U because some people would say that Y can class as a vowel on occasions. It doesn't in my books, so rhythms, plural, was the answer. Number 14, the Whopper is a signature sandwich of Burger King. Claire doesn't like Burger King. I think they're bloody amazing. The 3 lifelines available to a contestant in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire in the classic version of said question quiz show were ask the audience, 50-50, and phone a friend. Apparently, there's a new one, which is ask the host, but that's just a farce, isn't it? Why would you ask the host? You've got the question in front of him. I don't give up clues. Oh, thanks, Sam. There's 4 now. Thank you. Number 16. What animal is significant in the US town of Punxsutawney annually on the 2nd of February? That is a groundhog. Made famous by the film Groundhog Day, which we watched as part of our scratching films off the poster thing, Groundhog Day. Yeah, relating to the last quiz. Mackey's does not win every day, Rob. KFC does. Oh, KFC for win. So that ends the quiz. Thank you so much for taking part. We're just going to tally up the scores now and see who wins. What's question 25? I assume you mean 15, Rob. 15, yes. 15 is worth 3 points. So is question 2. Everything else, I think, is worth 1. So you got 3 points for question 2, 3 points for question 15, 1 for everything else. And number 12, the bird was the peregrine falcon. Thank you, Rob. Thank you very much. If you put falcon, you get no points. You have to put peregrine falcon. Specific. If you weren't as annoying, I might have been lenient, but you were. So apparently Kieran said India, but changed it. Good old Kieran. Quality there. You deserve the boo. How fast can a peregrine falcon run? So the maximum speed for peregrine falcon flying or diving was 390 kilometers an hour. It's ridiculously fast. I'm trying to find out how fast it can run. I don't think I'm going to find that information. I don't think people necessarily time the fastest or speed trap it running. Oh, Gillies, come on, you're a guitarist. You should know half those questions. You got them? We have scores on the doors.
Do you want to do them because
I will do them because of the final round. In an impressive 12th place was our film book experts, the Golden Goodwoods. Then you got 6 on the book round, and you said it was easy. Pathetic. So the Golden Goodwoods with 46 and 12th. In 11th, no, joint 10th, the team who must not be named and quizzing in my pants. In joint 8th place, Piri Piri Sauce and the Quizzicals. In 7th, we're going to quiz all over you. I know, hang on, I'm trying to work, I might have more than 11. No, I have got 12, haven't I? Yeah, I'm 12. What did I say? Hang on, what's that? 7. Oh no, sorry, I've got this wrong. In 6th place, we're jumping up. In 6th place was a Kingston Rifle. We're allowing you on the final scores now. In 6th. Kingston Rifles, little plug for them. What an amazing band. Best punk duo you'll see in Worcester. Possibly. I don't know any other punk duos in Worcester, so we're going to say they are. In 5th place with 66 was a paramedic and a vicar walk into a bar. Tied in 3rd place, Quizzy Rascals and Miss Chenandla Bong. So we've got 2 teams left. Chewbarkers and the Worcester Raiders Zulus. The 2nd place team got 69 points with an impressive score there. The Chewbarkers and our reigning champions with a whopping 12-point win with 81 points with the Worcester Raiders Zulus. Well done, boys. Worcester Zulus. Worcester, I do an R with one hand. I can't do an R. I can do Worcester Raiders. Worcester Raiders Zulus. There we go. There we go. Anyway, that's the quiz this week. Thank you so much for taking part, guys. It would be pretty boring if I did this with myself, so thank you for all taking part. Again, one last plug. If you can give something to the food bank, it'd be great if you could. Thanks for taking part. I'm not working, so there'll be a quiz next week because I can write it during this week. No, it'll be weekly. Why not? I'll do it weekly. I'm enjoying this. I'll just have to supply myself with beers during it. Yeah, we'll be back next Monday, 8 o'clock. Same again. Register by 7. Invite more people. Let's make this massive. Who cares? Let's just get as many people as we can in. Claire can just put up with scoring. Let's keep it going, keep it growing, and stay safe all. Cheers.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.